What's he do? Should say bass.
Or freeze.
What a tip.
Welcome to the 31 Nights of Macoween. Every night on the 9th of October, I review one spooky movie. Come and join if you dare.
Since I've started doing these reviews since 2017, I have looked over my film log and I've reviewed a lot, and I mean a lot. But to my surprise, I have not covered 2004's Shaun of the Dead. How has that happened? I don't know, but it's Halloween, so what's a better time to cover this masterpiece than during the 31 Nights of Macoween? Shaun of the Dead is one of the best zombie films of all time. I'd dare to even say it is the best zombie film of all time, and that's a tough claim to hold with some of the more recent zombie films that have come out of South Korea. Besides that, Shaun of the Dead is just great. Knowing what this film started with the brilliant Cornetto trilogy, it brings me joy going back to this one. To start, the story was well done and investing. It's a zombie movie that is both emotional and hilarious. It's emotional because at its core, it's a zombie movie where some folks you may get attached to will die and it's unpredictable. But at the same time, it's hilarious because the writing is clever enough too, where it's just funny and smart to place well-written jokes at the right time to make it feel not awkward at all. These two elements make the plot in Shaun of the Dead both engaging and funny. Next up is the performances. The performances in Shaun of the Dead is the carrying force that drives the film. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost are a comedic duo that goes together well like beans on toast. They are so funny and bounce back and forth with each other very well and have such great chemistry. And the supporting cast does a great job of bouncing off of each other to make the film more authentic and sad when something big happens to one of them. It makes you care for the characters. And lastly, the editing in the film is just top-notch. Edgar Wright films have that style of editing where everything is tightly paced and put together scenes. A lot of the scenes benefit from the great editing. A good example of this would be the opening title card scene and the Don't Stop Me Now pool stick fight scene. Those two scenes are the cherry on top of making this film iconic. Shaun of the Dead was released on September 24, 2004 on a budget of $6 million. After its run at the box office, it would go on to gross $38.7 million. Overall, it's hard to say anything bad about this film. Like I struggle to think of anything bad about it. If you haven't seen Shaun of the Dead, I'm going to go ahead and say watch it, please. It's a film that everyone needs to watch at least once. Final grade, a plus.
This is fun! Hello!